tell you what's going to happen, though. It's easy to pick on people like me. One day I'm paying 50%, soon it will be 60%, then it'll be 70%, and then they'll come for you, because eventually I'm going to run out of money. And you can laugh and chuckle, but eventually they're going to come for the working class and the middle class. They already are.
They've already come for the working class.
Yeah,
that
you
has
know
not
why?
changed.
Yeah, because the reservoir is getting dry. Is that eventually...
Right, yes, the reservoir is getting dry.
It's easy to roll...
And they don't just want to, fund more of their doomed programs.
It's easy to roll your eyes, and it's easy to criticize rich people, of which I'm very blessed, and that's fine. But have you ever gotten a job from a poor person?
Sorry, a job from a poor person? They usually create jobs. They work
bingo.
them.
Rich people create jobs with the money that isn't taxed by the government.
What's up, YouTube? Hope you guys are feeling good. Today, guys, we're back into a new video. Today, we're going to be reacting to Charlie Kirk. Socialist Hippie gets slapped with farts by Charlie Kirk. I call him Charlie Kick because he loves kicking us. Let's get right to today's video, guys.
Nice and close? Okay.
And, ma'am, I want to hear from you again in a sec. Okay? Yeah. Yes.
Hi. How are you? So, earlier, I heard you call Washington a den of thieves, which I fully agree with, keep in mind. I'm going to preface that immediately. Don't agree with Democrats. However, I want to know from you, and I want to get your opinion on, why is Donald Trump any different from all the other thieves that are in Washington right now, looting and pillaging the earnings of the working class?
Donald Trump.
It's a good question. First of all, he cut your taxes. Number two, he made it easier for you to own a home. Number three, we had no new wars, which I'm sure you care about. So this is important. He actually starved the beast of the military-industrial complex.
Starved it? Really?
Yeah. Did Russia invade Ukraine?
Sure.
Yeah, they did.
Under Trump?
No, but they were probably going to do it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
They've had a very big blood and soil thing going on in Russian politics
hold
for
on.
a while
No, this is important. Let's talk about this logically.
It was kind of coming.
So under Bush, Russia takes Georgia. Under
Right.
Obama, Russia takes Crimea. Under
Right.
Biden, Russia takes the Donbass. Why is it that they didn't do anything for 4 years under Trump? I thought he was a Russian agent.
Well, I don't agree that he's a Russian agent.
No, for sure. I'm just being sarcastic, saying, why is it for 4 years Russia stopped all of their incursions when under Bush, Obama, and Biden, it was a all-you-can-eat buffet in the Russian hemisphere?
Probably something relating to Russian politics. I'm not sure. I'm
Okay,
not
no, but
well-versed
this is
on
the point,
subject.
is that the answer is that Trump was a peace president, unlike the den of thieves that are currently running this country.
I don't know if I would call a peace president someone who drops a Moab to kill terrorists in... Where was it? It was ISIS, I believe, right? He just dropped a Moab on that mother... Which is pretty cool. Keep in mind.
No, I mean, I do want to ask a question. What is a terrorist?
A terrorist is someone who, well, commits terrorist acts, bombings, shootings.
Sure.
Let's see, what else?
So should those people be...
He's confused.
Well, if they're threatening the life of their fellow countrymen, then probably, yeah.
Okay, so we have no moral difference on that.
No, but I think it's interesting that you call him a peace president when he does that. You excuse this military action and call him a peace president, even though... I'm not saying that the target was not justified, keep in mind.
Fair enough. No, but again, he did not start a new conventional ground war where every president in the last 40 years, including Reagan, has. That's very noteworthy. And so you asked the question, what makes Trump different? I'll tell you one thing, which I think is important. If Trump was like all the rest of them, they would not have impeached him twice, indicted him 4 times, and he would not have to survive the assassination attempts that he has. There's something different about Trump because he threatens to expose and uproot the entire cabal and the cartel that has been making everybody in this audience poorer and them richer.
The same cabal that allowed him to become a billionaire?
Well, him becoming a billionaire was building great hotels and buildings. Not
Right, off of a loan from his father.
Right, yeah, okay. It's also, I mean, this is interesting. People criticize the loan. If I gave you $1 million, could you turn it into $5 billion?
Probably not.
So it's pretty talented for Trump to turn $1 million into $5 billion.
Incredible.
Yeah?
Well, when you come
Really
from a
incredible.
dynasty of businessman, it's kind of expected you pick it up.
Okay, easy. Okay, I'm not going to get into that. Easy to minimize the success of entrepreneurs when people have built nothing in their life. So, what would convince you that he is? What would, if you would say, I'm now convinced that he's for me? What would that be?
Well, Well, if I wanted him to be for me, I would probably want him to make college free. I think it's ridiculous that we have to pay for a higher education in the first place.
So wait, hold on. Yeah. Guys, it's really...
You asked me. You asked me.
No. I'm not making fun. I'm trying to calm down the crowd,
lines.
actually. I'm trying to... So by free, you mean that somebody else pays for your college?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay, got it. So let's just play this out. I didn't go to college.
Okay.
You're in college. Why should I have to pay more in taxes so you go to college? Make the argument.
Civic duty. I would say that being able to fund the education, the higher education rather, of more people, especially in a modern economy, which is so digitized, things like computers are becoming
What are you
incredibly
studying?
important. I'm currently studying psychology.
Got it. No, it's incredibly interesting because basically what you're saying is those of you that work harder and produce more, you must fork over by force to those that do not work as hard. Yeah?
Would you rather they just keep all their money? CEOs, billionaires, they just don't pay taxes.
This guy's crazy.
I think a reduction of taxes. We already pay the majority. You know, I'm part of the 1%. We've already paid a majority of the taxes in this country, vast majority of the taxes. And so, what would I prefer? I'd prefer that more people keep your own hard-earned money, and the government shrinks dramatically in its size, because that increases liberty and freedom. Let me tell you what's going to happen, though. It's easy to pick on people like me. One day I'm paying 50%. Soon it will be 60%. Then it'll be 70%, and then they'll come for you, because eventually I'm going to run out of money. And you can laugh and chuckle, but eventually they're going to come for the working class and the middle class. They already are.
They've already come for the working class.
Yeah,
that
but you
has
know
not
why?
changed.
Yeah, because the reservoir is getting dry. Is that eventually?
Right. Yes, the reservoir is getting
it's
dry.
easy to roll,
and they don't just want to, fund more of their doomed programs.
It's easy to roll your eyes, and it's easy to criticize rich people, of which I'm very blessed, and that's fine. But have you ever gotten a job from a poor person?
Sorry, a job from a poor person? They usually create jobs. They work
bingo.
them.
Rich people create jobs with the money that isn't taxed by the government.
It doesn't have to be a rich person. It could be the government.
Oh, hold on. Wait.
It can be the government. They can make work programs.
Yeah,
things
the
like
government
that.
only creates jobs with the wealth that they extract from the citizenry. The government does not create wealth. The government extracts it.
Wealth
by
from the
definition.
citizen.
Yes.
So therefore, what I'm saying is that if everyone here wants jobs, it's easy to pick on people like me. It's easy to say, you got to pay more, you got to do more. What is hard is actually to have a mature argument rooted in liberty saying you can earn a vast majority of what you can keep a vast majority of what you earn, and that we're going to increase freedom and liberty so that you can actually one day be in the 1%.
Yeah, but when you talk about small governments, like what programs will have to be sacrificed? Will it have to be food stamps, Medicare, Medicaid?
Well, how about one we
child
can
tax
agree
credits?
with? Sending money to Ukraine.
Sending money to Ukraine?
We should stop sending. $200 billion should not be sent to Ukraine.
Yeah, I don't really agree with imperialist wars.
I agree. So there
True.
we agree with something.
Of course.
Yeah, there's tons of duplication, waste, fraud, and abuse. We have trillions of dollars unnecessary spending. You're coming after this in a really good perspective and a good faith argument, and I respect that. My closing argument this will be this, which is that a small amount of entrepreneurs make the world a better place. It is so tempting to be filled with envy, as we call in the Christian tradition, covetousness, which is the 10th commandment. I'm not saying you're a Christian. I'm just saying in the Christian tradition, we believe it, to say, you shouldn't have that. I'm going to take that from you. What is hard but actually makes society better is to restrain yourself and say, when you see a big house, don't say, I don't think anybody should live like this. Instead say, I want everybody to live like this. And that is a totally different perspective.
But didn't Jesus also say, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's?
No, for sure. I'm not saying I'm not going to pay taxes. That's a different argument, right? So he was talking about pay your taxes if the government issues you a tax bill, of which I do. I also have the right, given by the country and also biblical principles, to protest that and to speak against it, because then you become a subject to the state. So last question, do you trust the government?
Absolutely not.
We agree. So then if you don't trust the government, shouldn't we stop sending so much money to the government?
Well, I prefer if we just had a completely different political framework in the first place.
Fair enough, but I think we can agree that...
Oh, come on.
Okay.
I like
Be
my
nice,
hair.
be nice. We're trying to be respectful.
I think it's rather nice. I use a lot of product.
I like it. It's good.
Thank you. At least someone agrees.
All right, but here's what I'll say. You've come after this in good faith. We agree. You don't trust the government. You want a different political framework. Mm-hmm. My perspective is, therefore, if you don't trust the government, let's stop sending it so much of our hard-earned money. Thank you so much. I got to get the next question. Thank you.
True. You see, this college student right here is very, very entitled. That is what I'm going to use for him. There is something about socialist people. Let me don't just call them students alone. They are very, very bitter. Like, They feel like the rich people are lucky to have whatsoever they have, and they were loan money, or they inherit the money from their parents, or good fortune just opened the way for them just like that. And the rich people should, or the wealthy people should give their money to people who are poor and low class and middle class. Like the entitlement for me, that's what baffles me every single time. When made a statement about the money Donald Trump father borrowed him or loaned him, bruv, for you to have the ability to turn $1 million into $1 billion, it is freaking hard. It is not as simple as you see. Donald Trump did not just get lucky. He worked his ass off. I don't know why these socialists are so entitled, and they just want everything to be given to them. They just don't want to work for it. This student right here now, he can't share his grade with a fellow. If we put an instance right now that we give him, we just asked him if he share his grade with his fellow students who have poor grade, he will refuse. Why? Is because he worked his ass off for his grade. And the fellow students who have a poor grade probably went partying and do not care about his studies. So why will him who work hard for his grade just give part of his grade or share his grade with someone who just went partying and do not care and sleep over? He won't accept it. That is how socialist is. Like, the more they keep on trying to feel like, oh, the wealthy people should pay more taxes, the wealthy people should give more of their money to people who are middle class and low class, the reserve will go dry and they will come for the middle class people. That is how it works. Socialism can never thrive in any society fully. Because the more you take from people, from the rich, it will one day come to your turn. Or socialists are not praying for themselves also to also be wealthy and rich. You will feel the pain another man is feeling while giving out his hard-earned money to people who feel entitled to other people's wealth. This guy came with a good faith, but his entitlement is what pains me throughout the entire video. It feels like he deserves it. Do you work hard for it? You don't work hard for it. So why do you think you deserve it? I love that he was open-minded to want to learn, and he agreed a lot to Charlie. That itself is very respectful for me. And he's not someone who... It was kind of like using the F word in some parts, but he was mindful of his speech. The entire video was beautiful to watch. I love how Charlie handled him and gave him a reason why Donald Trump is different from every other president that have ever ruled America or governed America. Donald Trump is a diplomatic man. I keep on saying this in literally all my videos. He's a very diplomatic man. He's someone who wants peace. He's a peacemaker. His tenure right now, I'm very happy that he won this election. I got this flag because of him. I went to get an American flag because of Donald Trump. As he won, I went to buy it. If you can see, this is my video that I have this flag in. So I went to get a US flag. Because he's a man who represents America. He knows what America is all about. It's not just words or making fake promises. It's someone who makes promises and keeps to his promises. I said, this session, Donald Trump is in position right now. We are going to see the difference. Like, I just want everyone to pay attention and see the difference. There is a reason why Donald Trump was able to win this election again. A man who survived assassination attempts, guys. Assassination attempts. In 1 year, literally 3 assassination attempts in 1 year. That is massive, if you ask me. Very, very big. His business, they shut it down. They're trying to give him a jail time of like 700 and something years. And the man is still standing strong and still trying to fight for this nation. There is a reason why Donald Trump won this election. I am really grateful to God that he was opportune to win the election and also to be alive. Because a lot of people wanted him dead. And a lot of people were trying to throw mockery at him. but I'm glad he shamed his enemies. Comment down below what you think about this video. Give us a thumbs up, share this video to as many as can. Subscribe to our channel, guys. We'll see you guys on the next video. Make sure you stay safe.